How's it going, everybody? Today I kind of have the music down a little lower than I normally would, and that's just because I don't feel like hearing the music super loud in my ears. Because I have to keep it up really high if I wanna hear it, or if I want it to come through on the recording. I mean, how much is it gonna cost me? I don't even have close to that. Don't have close to that. Don't have. There we go. Although I should really just kind of focus on getting my money up, so I should go through everything. But I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. It takes up a lot of time. Like if I want this series to be 900 parts, sure, I will never use Time Warp ever. But I feel like this game doesn't have much to it, so making everybody watch the same shit over and over again, like 40 times, I'm sure that gets boring really quickly. Sorry about my mic probably just jerked and made a noise. Today I wanted to actually talk about. I just finished Sons of Anarchy. I knew everything that happened because my family watched it a couple years ago, and honestly, I just didn't care for it that much at the time. I was probably about 15, I guess, when they watched it. And I mean, it's not because I didn't like that kind of show. Like, I love Breaking Bad, and I loved Dexter, and all those really popular shows that are, I liked all of them, but Sons of Anarchy, it just seemed kind of boring to me. Um, it felt, I just think the color palette was boring. Whoever color grades that show, they could have made it a little more bright, and I would have liked it more. Same thing with Breaking Bad, though, if I'm being honest. Uh, if they could have just made that color palette a little brighter, that show would have been a little nicer for me to watch. But at the same time, it wouldn't be the same show, I think. I don't think it would have the same appeal as it has. But anyways, I just finished the show, and I was thinking about, by the way, spoilers for the show, if you haven't seen it. I will be spoiling something, not a lot of things. If I feel like I need to get in deeper with some things, I'll be like, yo, this is a big spoiler, so, um, but I just finished the show, and I feel like I was disappointed in that whole last season. Really. Um, I think I'm gonna make a video about this, like a regular video where I script it and that stuff. I'm kind of working on 2 other videos right now. Those will probably be up in the next week or so. Just depends. But anyways, I finished the show, and I found myself wishing that Clay was the main character instead of Jax. And that started around season 6. But really, in that season 7, the last season, I was like, okay, this is kind of a major spoiler, but I'm not going to get into it completely. I miss Clay. He's not in the last season at all. Um, which sucks. I feel like he held the show together more than anybody else. And with him gone in season 7, it's not the same show. Um, I feel like Ron Perlman, who plays Clay, is the reason I wanted to rewatch the show in the first place. Because I love Ron Perlman. He's one of my favorite actors, next to Kurt Russell and like Kevin Costner and um, some other actors. Those are just, I don't know, they have that hero vibe to them, all of those guys. And Ron Perlman's just a badass. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I was disappointed with with him not being there anymore, and I felt like he was the better person for the presidency. Like Jax did fine and all, but One, two, three, four. But like everything went to shit once Jax became president. And I think this is kind of another spoiler thing. They made, when Clay says, I was wrong, Jax is ready to be president and he's a better president than I ever was. I was like, no, he wasn't. He really isn't. Like, sure, he's making good choices and all, but like, dude, come on, you held that club together for like 20 years or some shit. And he fucks it up in like 2. He is trying to do right by the club, but he's tearing it he's ripping it down to shreds in doing that, you know? Like, Jax, I don't know. In the end of the show, like, what the fuck was that? If you haven't seen it, then, I don't even know what to say, man. Don't watch it? No. Watch the show, but the ending is disappointing. I feel like everybody knows by now what happens. Because it's a show that's been out for, when's the last season? 2014, 15, 16, 17. It's almost been 5 years since the show ended. Like, I shouldn't have to fucking say spoiler alert, you know? I shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. But I'm sure there are some people, like, I just watched it. Sorry for the immense amount of profanity tonight. That show, actually, is part of the reason why I'm doing that. Because they cuss a lot, but they don't say the F word ever. Oh, that's my neck. Hope you didn't hear that, man. That's gnarly. So yeah, they cuss a lot, but they never say the F word. And that kind of bothers me. Because, like, I don't understand. I mean, I know it's a TV show, right? But the stuff they say, literally Clay goes on about how pussy is his lord and savior for like 2 minutes straight. They own a porn studio. Like, what are you saving us from, TV? Just say fuck and get it over with. You're talking about pussy. You said, I'm pretty sure Gemma calls somebody a cunt. She does. She totally does. So like that word, I hold that higher than fuck. I think cunt is worse than fuck. Unless you use it a lot, then I guess it's not. It just depends. And again, sorry for the immense amount of profanity. I don't mind cussing, but like, or cursing. I say cursing. Everybody else says cussing. I don't mind cursing on my channel. It's just like, just pointless cursing is like, eh. And some people would argue, well, it's all pointless. I don't know. I think if you're like that fucking piece of fucking shit over there, that, you know, like if you cuss like that, then I don't know. That's kind of overboard, you know. Like maybe you should tone it down. But like, you know, if you're like, dude, that guy is such a piece of shit. Like, I hate him so much. He's just a dick, you know. Like, that's reasonable. More reasonable than that motherfucking piece of ass shit fuck. Like, come on, man. Chill the cussing down. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through and grab some money here. So I'm just gonna hold my finger down. I don't even have to look at the screen. Well, I do actually have to look at the screen. Actually, no, I don't, because it's gonna take forever to level up with this minuscule amount of XP that we're getting. It always bothers me when people say experience points. You know, like, just say XP. Like, that's what everybody else says. XP. Or, like, PP in certain games, PowerPoints or whatever. Like just say PP. You don't have to say PowerPoints. Like if you have something called SP and it's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious points, like yeah, you'd never have to say that out loud. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. It's fine, homie. We're cool here. I don't really know what the end game is for this game in general. I think I'm gonna we're like 10 minutes in, right? So I don't know how many people watch the full video, you know? Like for me, if it's a game like this and I'm watching YouTube videos about it, I'll watch probably the first 2 minutes and then I'll watch the last 2 minutes. And currently I have no clue when the last 2 minutes are gonna come. Like this could be a 45-minute video for all I know. Probably the next time I die will be the next will be the end of this episode. I need to get my sleep schedule fixed because I'm waking up at like 9 o'clock at night and I'm posting shit at like 2 in the morning, which is not good. Not something I recommend. Also, for some reason, back in the day when I first started, when I stopped, I hated stopping the video by pulling down and pressing the stop button. I don't know why. But so I have it set up now where I can just double tap the right of the corner of the screen and it'll stop the recording. But it doesn't bother me. Hold on, actually, it doesn't bother me anymore that I have to pull down. I guess if I had a text message from somebody or a missed call from somebody, like I don't want to pull down and have like their number flashing on the screen. 100 points. What are those gonna go into? More vitality, more intelligence, or more luck? This is actually a tough choice. I don't want more power currently. More health is always nice, but my finger keeps hovering over things. Sorry, this is taking me forever to choose. Should I put it into speed? Yeah, I'll just put it all into speed. And I think the next thing I'm gonna upgrade is luck to 100. I'm kind of 13 minutes in already, eh? Maybe I should end it here since I've fulfilled my 100. I don't know how big of a boost that gave me. Oh shit, you know what I was gonna do today? I was gonna show everybody my original MinuteQuest save on my Kindle Fire, which yes, it's a 7. It's a 7-inch Kindle Fire. It's a good one. No, it's I got that for Christmas like 4 years ago or something like that. It was the only thing I wanted. It was only $100, but it's a nice tablet. Not that nice. Like I have an iPad now, and honestly, I always talk shit about Apple, and I still do. Like they're overpriced as shit, and iPhones, I would never get an iPhone. I hate their settings. I hate the. Okay, hold on, quickly. This is my home screen, right? Look at this shit. You cannot do this on a fucking iPhone, man. Like, sorry, but you can't. Like, everything's customized here. Everything. The app icons, everything. Like, you can like iPhone all you want, but if you can't argue that it's better, you know? Because it's not. It's not. I mean, you can like one better, sure. But one is not better than the other in completely, right? Like, maybe the iPhone... Okay, the iPhone has better security stuff, right? More reliable, maybe. But Android has better customization. Currently, Android has like the best 4 cameras on the market, so iPhone doesn't hold that anymore. I've already made a video about this. I put it on private because I wasn't happy with it. But like, come on. But like I said, I do love my iPad. It's if I ever get more tablets or I don't know. It's the best tablet I've ever used. And for what I use it for, it's fine. But if I had to trade my iPad for an Android tablet to keep my Android phone, I would do that. No questions asked. Because all I do on the iPad, I watch Netflix occasionally, I watch YouTube a lot, I play some games, not a lot. That's usually, I use my phone for that. Or my Kindle. I use my Kindle for games sometimes. Because the iPad it's huge. I don't really use the iPad for anything that important. You know, I don't carry it around with me everywhere, you know, like my phone. This video is going to be like 25 minutes. Unless I end it here. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to end it here, and then I'm just going to restart the recording. Just so I can have 2 separate saves. Yeah, bye. I will see you guys next time, which is probably going to be like 5 minutes after this goes up.